So Midari's completely okay right now, right? Like I don't know, like cuz last time, we found out that the runes aren't meant for spirits to use, but they can use them, so maybe it just takes more out of them, or maybe it's just like a thing where, you know, that's the literal meaning is they're just not meant to use them, but they can. As we leave the forest, a cool breeze brushes against our heated cheeks. By the time we got back to the city, it's almost dawn.
この度はお世話になりました、魔法使い殿。
Oh my god, look, she's on his head. I love that. Not at all. I really messed up things today. The guardian walked with us all this way. The princess is perched on his head, not willing to spend another moment apart.
何を申されます。どれもこれも魔法使い殿の根回しがなければどうにもならなかったことばかり。
I mean, I did kind of fuck up.
あれからもう言葉こそ発しませぬが、リンドウ殿も魔法使い殿には感謝しているはずです。
We sense the gratitude. I'm happy to hear that. But we never resolved the case of the stolen statue. Yeah, that's,
うねどり神社でご利益を与えていたのがリンドウ殿であったなら、やはり捨ておけません。
just the missing piece of the puzzle.
私とて協力は惜しみませんぞ。
Thanks, but I don't think we'll be needing your help this time. In fact, it's probably already returned to the shrine by now.
それは一体、もしや魔法使い殿には下手人にお心当たりが。
He's gonna, well, it's just a hunch. With all the spirits gathered in one area, Lovebird Shrine would have been left relatively empty. A wise person would not let that opportunity go amiss.
さすがは先生ですわ。
し
Wing.
かし、だとすればあの場におらず、かつアリバイのないものということになりますかな。
ええ、少なくとも私たちの知る方ではなさそうですよね。
It's just, I asked Futsudatu to send Yukina and Makina back as quickly as possible. I wanted to get Hanako released from the spirits and Rikoshi as quickly as possible. That was on my mind too.
どうやらこの先は魔法使い殿にお任せするのが最善であるようですな。
Thank you. I appreciate you entrusting me to look into this. But if my assumptions are correct, the culprit didn't do it out of spite. As a sorcerer whose job it is to keep the peace, I shouldn't try to censor the person behind this. I probably need to talk to them one-on-one in order to get the truth. I start to think about how to approach the conversation.
緑殿もかたじけのうございました。
And she's the true hero of this story.
それこそ私は何も。ただ必死だっただけですから。
I merely fucked up. The Guardian moves away from Mutsuki before calling out to Midari, "That's me."
むしろ余計なことをしてしまったのではないかと。
No, no, that's far from
魔
it.
法使い殿といい、少々謙遜が過ぎますぞ。
Yup.
しかしそれよりも先日お呼び止めいただいた時、少々言葉足らずだったのではないかと気になってたのです。
そんな私こそご無礼をいたしました。後悔をしても得るものはあるとおっしゃってくださった時ですよね。
Mm-hmm.
はい、そこに付け足しておきたいのでございます。
Mm-hmm.
もし私と同じ悩みを持つ者がいたのなら、こう助言するでしょう。至らぬことを責めてはいけませんと。
True.
至らぬことですか？
When Midari cast that spell, everyone's inner thoughts were revealed at once, but neither Mutsuki nor the spirits could discern any individual thought. The only one who could perceive her hidden feelings was the one who stood among the gods.
はい。こたびの顛末にしても、周りの者からはきっとさまざまなことを言われてしまうでしょう。ニーバルの獅子は、リンドウ殿がこうなる前に迎えに行くべきだった。いや、 小さきものとなられたからこそ結ばれる芽が出たのだ。
It all worked out in the end, right?
いやいや、今とて山のものと水のものが交わることなど認められぬなど、それはもういろいろと。ですが分かっていても変えられぬことはございます。心からの思いとはおそらくそういうものではないでしょうか。それゆえ思いのままに動いたとて後悔はするのです。なればこそ大いに悩むほかございません。
Damn.
今すぐでなくても時間がかかっても必ずしも良き答えに巡り合えるとも限りませんが、それでも悩み続けるしか道はないのです。ですがそこそこの答えにならきっとたどり着けるはずでございます。誰の目にも火の打ちどころがない完璧な答えでなくても良いのです。
Yeah, it's fine.
完璧に至らずともそこそこで良いと。
You better like his words, magic woman. Midari steals a glance at the one she holds affection for. Oh, Jesus.
ですが私にはそのそこそこさえも難しく感じてしまうのです。
受け入れてしまいなされ。
Damn, yeah,
自
yeah,
分
yeah.
で自分を許すのです。至らぬあなたを受け入れてくれる者こそあなたを愛する者なのですから。
Oh, that's true, though.
魔法使い殿は懐深き御人なれば。
ゴンゲ様私はその
Like how he just said it. Midari's cheeks blush gracefully, but the guardian lets out a self-deprecating
とは
chuckle.
いえ私もなかなか自分では自分を許せそうにありません。
Slap his head.
ですがそれでももし同じ悩みを持つ者がいたなら私はその者を許すでしょう。あなたもそうなのではありませんかな。
Of course.
そうですね。そうしてしまうでしょうね。
ならばご自分にも優しくなられたらよろしい。
Yes.
心とはごまかすことはできても決して自由にはならぬもの。
Yes.
たとえ掟で縛ることはできても心まで縛ることはできぬのですから。もとより恋は病なのですから。
It kinda is, to be honest. Even the princess sitting on top of the guardian's mask gives a chirp of
そ
agreement.
れではこれより先はどうぞ魔法使い殿とお二人にて。
Alright.
ごめん。
I'll see you later.
ゴンゲ様
God. When he fucking stomps away, it's just us now. Hearing Midari raise her voice, I turn around. Huh? Where'd the guardian go?
その
I wasn't paying attention to anything. She looks from me to the forest with a worried face. Oh, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Midari's cheeks look a little red. Oh, right. Are you feeling okay, Midari?
おそらくはお薬をいただいたばかりですからなんとか。
Well, I mean, like, more than... Oh. When humans use up their spiritual power, they lose consciousness, but their bodies are fine. However, when spirits use up their power, in the worst case scenario, they disappear. I don't want that to ever happen to anybody. Oh, that's gonna come bite me in the ass, I already know. Honestly, you really saved us this time. But I sincerely hope you never do something like that ever again.
申し訳ございません。先走ったことをしてしまって。
It's like, don't give her a scolding.
また先生にご迷惑をかけてしまいましたよね。
She's precious and only deserves praise. No, you didn't, but I can't let you pass out like that again. I would take any trouble over you risking your life, Midari. Aw, Midari's cheeks only get redder from there. She's only going farther in. Oh, ah! All of a sudden, Midari grabs hold of my elbow. Whoa. I'm surprised. I can't believe a girl who's scared of men would touch one of her own volition. That's why I was like, well, hold up.
確かにその少し疲れてしまったかもしれません。
It's like, just let her do it. Just, oh, I see. All right. We do have a little longer to walk, so please feel free to hold on.
先生
Oh, that's adorable. Oh, and she gets a little CG for it too. Why is she so cute? I take her parasol and present my elbow to her, which she hesitantly wraps her arms around and almost immediately leans her weight against me. Sorry, I didn't realize you were that tired. Honestly, it's a little... No, not a little. It's very distracting.
先生に支えてもらわないとまっすぐ歩けそうにありませんから。
Midari's getting in, though. Hold
で
up.
すからこのままそれともやっぱりご迷惑でしたか？
Of course not. I'm honored you'd want to hold on to me at all. I don't think there's a man on this earth who would say otherwise. That's true.
先生ったらいけない方光栄だなんてそれではまるで
B?
いいえ何でもありませんわけどもし
She's...
先生さえよかったらどうかこのままで少しの間だけでも結構ですから。
No. She's the most precious. Forget a bit. I'll see you all the way back. I mean, either way, we do live in the same house. We'll take the long way around. Like... Midari's grip on my arm tightens slightly.
ありがとうございます。先生。
What are you saying? It's the least I could do.
いいえ。突然押しかけてしまったようなものなのに、こんなによくしてくださって。
I mean...
私ばかり得をさせてもらってるようで、時々申し訳なくなってしまうんです。
Like I always say, you're more the one taking care of me.
それこそ私が先生のお世話をしたいだけですから。他の誰でもなく、他の誰にもこれだけは譲りたくないというだけなんです。
You really want for nothing, huh, Midari? I feel like I'm the one gaining everything from this relationship.
そうでしょうか。自分ではこんなにわがままでいいのかと思うくらいなんですけど。
I feel like she could afford to be a little bit more. Of course, if anything, please ask more of me. Sometimes I want you to ask me to do something that would shock me into oblivion. Oh no, now she's gonna come up with something.
まあ、先生ったらいけない方。けど、本当にわがままを言ってみてもいいのでしょうか。
Oh dear, does she have something on the mind? Of course.
もう少しだけ
Oh yes.
ゆっくり歩いていただけませんか？
This is the other version of the let's take the long way. Oh, sorry. Was I walking too fast?
いえ、そういうわけでは。けど、できるだけゆっくり、できるだけ長く。
Damn, girl, hold up.
先生とこのままでいさせてほしいんです。
Ah! The ever shy Midari looks down guiltily. Love is forbidden to the succubi. Walking hand in hand with a member of the opposite sex like this is not appropriate for a succubi of her status.
私たちにとって恋は禁忌。その恋人となった殿方はたった一人で陰魔の業を受け止めなくてはいけなくなる。
I wouldn't feel that good about that.
そうなれば早晩生を吸い尽くされて死んでしまう。
Succubi do not tend to drain their victims to death, but if they have a single partner, it's a different story. I hear that if they kill their own lover, they lose their will to live. I could see that. That's why love really is a fatal illness to them. It's so much worse.
そうならないためにはただそばにいるだけ。そばにいられるだけで満足しなくては。
Aw, Midari.
私の方が倒れる結果になったとしても決して触れてはいけないと分かっているのに、分かっていても触れたくなる。私はちゃんと分かっているはずなのに。
Of course, I know this. The succubi's rules are not only to protect themselves, but to protect the humans that are their food source too. That's why when I was talking with Midari on the night after we saw the bereaver, I realized how similar they were. The princess avoided the guardian out of kindness. She didn't want to hurt it. And I'm sure the same is true for Midari's fear of the opposite sex. What she's really afraid of is hurting others. In that case, I can't just leave her like that. Spirits are beautiful yet fleeting beings. Our lives are as short as a seasonal flower to them. But I pity those whose lives are as long as trees like hers. I am astonished by my own arrogance in that thought. And yet I still... Oh.
先生、朝日が。
Yeah. Oh God, and the sun, it came out very quick. The night is over. The very first beam of sunlight is peeking over the tip of the mountain, creating a soft glowing light that only grows stronger as the sun rises. It breathes life into the forest, making the greenery practically come to life. I'm at a loss for words. It's beautiful.
光は目がくらみそう。
That's why it's okay. We got the parasol. I quickly turn back to Midari. Succubi are creatures of the night. Someone like her probably finds more beauty in the darkness than in the light. Then the two of us see the same thing when we look to. Then do the two of us see the same thing when we look toward a new tomorrow? You know what? I think we do. That was beautiful. Just as beautiful as Midari is. By the time the cicadas' cries come pouring in, we're back at Fukano Academy once more. I only intended to take a quick rest, and now it's already evening. Jesus, yeah, he slept I'd be sleeping too. Well, I did use magic multiple times yesterday. Must have exhausted my spiritual power. When I woke up, it was already late. But that actually works in my favor in some ways. At this hour, most of the students who stick around for club activities have gone home, and our security guard is here 24/7. My purpose for visiting is to speak with Hanako. I figured as much. I'm about to be hit again, aren't I?
よう、夏希。来ると思っていた。
No, she's fine now. Wow, it's rare for you to actually come out to greet me.
来ると思っていた。
This incident still hasn't been resolved. As I suspected, the statue was returned to its rightful place at Lovebird Shrine. According to the water spirits, it was already there by the time they got back. I even went to see for myself. But still, who would do this? And why? And Hanako evidently knew I'd be coming to her for information.
長くなりそう？
I love how she's basically like my super information broker. Among other things. Probably. Hanako silently turns around. She probably intends to lead me to the open classroom like before. By the way, do you watch soap operas?
見るよ。ネットで
She watches soap operas. She does?
登録すると定額で視聴し放題のやつに入っている。
Ah, like the old Netflix or the Hulus. What? You can sign up for stuff like that?
校長が勤務時間中に見てるのを見つけてアカウントを乗っ取った。
Oh. That makes you a thief, Hanako. Hanako's eyebrows furrow at my words. No, I'm sorry.
仕事中にシーズン6まである海外ドラマを連続視聴するのは良くない。
You know, that's fair.
だから私が代わりに見てあげているだけ。
Well, wouldn't he like look and be like, wait a minute, why have it's saying I've watched things that I haven't? That's very sus. And they call people who do that thieves.
シーズン7も楽しみ。
She must have used her ability not to be seen by humans to steal the password. That is thrifty. But there's no point in trying to teach Hanako what's right or wrong on the human scale.
ところでムツキ、
I just thought it'd fill the time on the walk. It's just small talk. You know those 2-hour-long mystery shows?
火曜日とか木曜日にやってるやつ？
She knows they play on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, those. The bad guy always ends up explaining their whole plan at the end. Usually somewhere dramatic, like at the top of a cliff. That's true.
来たのね。とか言って波の音が聞こえ始めた時点で、あ、こいつ死んだなって思っちゃうよね。
You really are familiar with the genre. But if they're just gonna leap to their death, it makes no sense for them to do it in front of the heroes. There's no reason to explain their plan. If they wanted to do that, they could have just left a letter.
テレビだからだよ。
I was just about to say, they do it for the audience, because the audience can be dumb. Well, yeah, but most of the characters who appear throughout the show tend to tell the truth, right? Even if the police officer will openly spill important case details.
だからテレビだからだよ。嘘は視聴者が混乱するし、テンポ重視。
Yup, see, I already know. I know how this works. We arrive outside the classroom and Hanako places her hand on the door. I like how that was some nice small talk. Yeah, you're right, but not everybody's as honest in the real world. People misunderstand things and mistake that what they see all the time too. If you accept everything as truth, it could throw you off the track of what's really happening.
ムツキ、もう着いたよ。
Oh shit. He's like, I enter the classroom quietly. Hanako follows me in and closes the door behind us. Thank you, Hanako. For returning the statue to the lovebird shrine. Hanako's eyes narrow. Oh, don't take me the wrong way. As the sorcerer, my job is only to keep the peace. I'm not in charge of tracking down the culprit or bringing them to justice.
おかしなムツキ。なぜ私だと思ったの？
Really, the signs kind of point to you. Well, you know, promises are serious business to spirits. Breaking a promise could mean losing your powers, or in the worst case scenario, being put to death. Especially for a leader like you, Hanako. But the person you made that promise with is now a smaller spirit. Her expression doesn't change, but she doesn't seem like she's about to laugh it off and change the topic either. She's like, ha, you're just so silly. So it's a bit of a gray area. You can't exactly say the promise is now invalid. I haven't said anything to the others just in case, though some of them might have come to the same assumption. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could have asked for the help of one of the water spirits that was close with the princesses to search for the statue with my magics. If I had told the water spirits of Hanako's deed when they had surrounded us at Himegaishi River, we might have been spared. But I got a good reason for not doing that. I also think it's to your benefit not to flat out admit it, too.
続けて。
She's gonna, at the end, she's gonna be like, God, you're so smart. So it's true then. The princess only confided her secret with one attendant, and they promised to keep that secret. I do like how they did, like, the attendant was, like, a big thing in the flashback, but they never actually, like, it wasn't, they were never, like, named at that point. Last night, when I got a glimpse of the princess's memories, I saw them. By that point, I already had an idea of who they were. But perhaps because the princess had become a smaller spirit, I was unable to confirm the face or the voice of the attendant. However, Hanako's reaction confirmed it for me. In order for that attendant to keep her promise, she had to tell the other water spirits that the princess had turned into mist. If she were to tell them that the princess had become a lovebird, she'd have to explain why. Of course, she would not dare tell the guardian, a mountain spirit, about it either. Peace, hold up. I got this. No, but the fact that you stole the statue does. It's like that one thing. The culprit must have known that the guardian was looking for the princess and that I was involved. They also must have known I could use the mirror of the statue to uncover the truth. That narrows it down right there. But most damning of all was the fact that it disappeared right after I talked to Hanako. That's true. The timing is just too perfect. When I left, you specifically warned me it was dangerous to be walking around with Shiro. We still gonna handle that subject at some point. We all feeling a little something about Shiro. Shiro can't see spirits or use magic. It is true that it's best I don't bring her along the places where I'll need to use magic. But you said that I wouldn't go directly to Lovebird Shrine. Or so that I wouldn't go directly to Lovebird Shrine, didn't you? Part of the reason why things ended up that way was due to my own negligence. But I honestly thought it was better to walk Shiro home and just go the next day. Then you hurried over to Lovebird Shrine straight afterwards and stole the statue. Are you kidding me? You got an army of red kappa under your rule, Hanako. That's true. An army I'm sure assisted you in taking it in the first place. Rumors spread like wildfire between spirits. If you wanted to steal that statue from the shrine without anyone noticing, you'd need someone on the lookout. It's not something that could have been pulled off alone. When you let them take you as a hostage at Rukoshi, you said it was because you believed in me, right? Thank you, but you don't mean that from the bottom of your heart, do you? I mean, if anything, I'd say you're usually testing me half the time. Yup. Literally every time. So allowing yourself to be taken captive like that was more to make a solid alibi for yourself. Wasn't it, smarty pants? Your main goal was to keep that secret. Normally, you'd never make such a scene. That's why you called for me so frantically. And that also helped throw your fellow water spirits off your trail too, didn't it? But I suppose you believed in me more enough to buy you time. Hanako doesn't respond. He just straight Billy Williams this shit. I love it. But her silence speaks volumes. If she admits it, she'd have to tell me the truth. But I feel like that's going above and beyond the promise. Why would the attendant go so far? Oh, Hanako turns to the side, but her eyes remain fixed. Then, after a long sigh, she starts to speak. Oh, she's got her little, ooh.
リンドウ様の従者はあまたいる。その中には大陸から渡ってきた水庫と呼ばれる用意もいた。500から600年前の話。
God, that's like hundreds of years ago. Wow, that long, huh? Even knowing you can't tell a spirit's age by looking at them, I'm still shocked to hear that.
ここじゃそれくらいは新参者。当時はよそ者にももっと厳しかった。
I would imagine so.
だから、その水庫は自分の力を示そうとした。ある川のあるカッパたちを配下に加えると、夜ごと騒音をまき散らして暴れまくった。
It's like, is that enough? Like a biker gang or your typical hooligan?
でもある時、 神格の用意とぶつかって返り討ちにされた。
Much like how many humans are rowdy in their early
い
years.
やー、ほんとそんな感じ。
She's like, yup.
割とこっぴどくやられた上に割とシャレになってない罰を課されそうになって割
Jesus.
と泣いて謝りまくり。
Jesus Christ. Seriously? I can't imagine Hanako doing
そ
that.
こを助けてくれたのが林道様。よそ者扱いして平等に扱わなかった自分たちも悪いって。
Oh, she's such a nice person. I see.
その水子を見つかいの一人に取り立てて庇護してくれたのも林道様。
Ah.
これに懲りたらもう暴れてはいけないと叱ってくれたのも林道様だけだった。
I never knew much about Hanako's past before. You didn't ask, Ananja. But never came up. But if that's what happened, I can see why she's so indebted to the
け
princess.
どだからこそその水子は本当にあれが嫌いだった。
Hmm. Enemy? You mean the guardian of Nibaru?
どれだけお仕えしてもどれだけ尽くしても水子はあの方の一番になれなかったから。あれに少しくらい意地悪をしてやる権利があると思っている。
The right, huh? That's the most Hanako thing she said all day.
ひょっとしたらもう約束は無効かもしれない。そう考えながらも守り続けたのはそれがただ一つ水子だけが知る秘密だから。林道様と水子だけの秘密を二人だけのものにし続けたかった。
Oh, I see. Now it makes sense. However, and this is just my own assumption, that's not all that Shuihu was doing, right? Her beloved princess was gone, yet she never considered the promise she had with her invalid. Was she trying to prove her loyalty to the princess by continuing to keep their promise? The Shuihu had been so rambunctious. It seems to have quite the sense of duty. Hanako glares in my direction, but that seems to be her way of hiding her embarrassment. Just gets mad. Yeah, I understand. Can I ask you to divulge one more secret with me?
何？
It depends. That Shuihu is the master of some river, right? But I get the feeling she spends more of her time at school. In her final days, the princess said that she wished she could continue to watch over the children forever. I feel like that may be why the Shuihu chose to stay in the school. To watch over and protect the children there. I like that. When I smile in her direction, the eyebrows of the Shuihu in question only furrow further.
ムツキこそ嘘が平気な人間だよ。
Oh, hey, wait. What, are you angry? Hanako forces a haughty laugh.
ムツキはずっとニーバルのゴンゲ様を知らないかのように振る舞っていた。
Dot, dot, dot.
この地の用意なら誰もが知ってるほど有名。なのに魔法使いのムツキがニーバル八幡のゴンゲ様を知らないなんて不自然だよ。
Well, you know.
あれがムツキの正体に気がつかなかったから、ついムツキも初対面のように接してしまった。水子はそう推理している。
She like threw something right back at me. Perhaps I had come a little unprepared for this. She's seeing me go silent. Hanako begins to grin with a little more malice.
人のくせに悪魔と契約なんかするものじゃないよ。
Hey,
ムツキ、
I didn't have a choice. I had no skill.
隠さなくてもいいのに。私たちにとってはそんなにおかしなことじゃない。だから隠さなくてもいいのに。私はね、むしろムツキに教えてほしいと思っている。
You know that, I'm just saying that she's never around that demon. She's always fucked off somewhere else. Either in the forest, just fucking around, doing whatever, I don't know. What's that?
一つだけどうしてもずっとわからないことがあった。私はずっとそれを知りたいと願ってきた。
Okay. Oh. An earnest and serious gleam runs across Hanako's eyes.
リンドウ様はどうしてあそこまでできたのかな。いずれ命が消えると分かっていて、あれの真似なんてできたんだろう。
Wait, Hanako? Hanako suddenly starts to close the gap between us. Feeling like I'm in danger, I take a step back but stumble into the wall. I'm not in danger, it's fine.
ムツキ、私に恋を教えてほしい。
Oh, Jesus. Are you serious? I mean, I guess then you would understand more. I get, oh
マ
God.
ジ。
Oh no.
それも障害が大きければ大きいほどいい。例えば人と用意なんてぴったりだと思う。
Is this a thing? You think so? Then should we start off with a group date? I like to think he's just being very timid right now. But I don't actually have a lot of friends. Oh no. Suddenly there's a hand wait, she's doing the thing! A hand slamming into the wall beside my face.
私はね、ムツキをずっと見てきた。ムツキを試してきた。
The Kabedon! Wait, Hanako!
人はどうあがいても弱っちいし、私にお金持ちかどうかは関係ない。
I understand.
でも恋は釣り合いが取れてなくちゃ難しいって言うでしょ。だから試してきた。
I get it, so you can
ム
learn
ツ
to...
キをずっと。
So you can, like, learn to respect me, I guess. Wait, are you? I don't think you are, but did you set all this up just to test me?
私もすべてをコントロールできるわけじゃない。
Right.
けど、ムツキは何とかした。
I did it.
しかもすべて見破っておきながら、私が困らないようにまでしてくれた。
Man, this was a hard one. No, I'm much more selfish than I come across.
つまり、ラブ。
What? Wait. Hanukkah places her hands on my cheeks. No! This time I speak up. The reason I knew her secret but wanted to forgive her without exposing her is because I wanted to bind her. Oh, Jesus. This type of calculated move isn't love. Or at the very least isn't the love that I know.
何が違うの？
It is. That did sound very selfish. I still don't know what love is myself. So I couldn't possibly teach someone else what it is.
それは嘘だよ、ムツキ。
Hanukkah said this with unwavering confidence.
ムツキは死んでも構わないくらいの思いを初めから持ってる。
But that doesn't mean I know love.
だからムツキは悪魔と契約した。だから私はムツキに目をつけた。
She caresses my cheek gently, as if tracing her fingers over fine china. Ugh. Oh. Okay, just how much do you know, Hanako?
情報屋に向かってその質問は敗北宣言と同じだよ。
That sounded like a gun. Oh my god. Suddenly something paper-like is pressed against my chest. Okay, good. The gun is pressed against my chest. What is this? It says pool entry on it, huh?
勘違いしないで、ムツキ。私の目的は恋を知ることだよ。
Well, guess this opens up the Hanako route for later, I suppose.
私と恋に落ちろとまでは言ってない。
Oh, really? Right. That surprised me.
深野の夏休みは短い。あと1週間しかない。
Oh, damn, I gotta do things in 1 week.
少しくらい思い出作ってきたら。
Ah, fuck, dude. Like I was trying to say, just handing me a ticket like this is a little troubling.
それ、千早根山の神域へ入れるチケットだよ。
Oh my god. No way. Really? The day I became a sorcerer, I was allowed into those precincts. But something like that is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Mostly because it's nearly impossible to get permission to go inside. It's where the gods reside, after all.
本来、三使い以上の眷属しか入れない場所。
So I was literally only in there the one time. Oh my god.
もちろん、雰囲気バッチリ。水泳にももってこい。
Oh, No, I can't. I really can't. This is too much. I still don't know what your plan.
女の子の水着が見れるよ。
Okay, I'm in. For just a single moment, I imagine what that'd be like. Starting with Midari, then Yukina, Makina, and even Hanako. I like how, of course, he starts with Midari. What? That's not the issue here.
女の子の水着が見れるよ。
Stop saying it. Like I said.
女の子の水着が見れるよ。
You've won me over. You had me on the first time. I pushed my hand that was pushing hers away in protest back down.
楽しみだね、むつき。
Jesus. And then she leaves. And Hanako heads out into the hall with a grin on her face. I stand there silently looking down at the ticket that was handed to me. What now? She said it 3 times. She didn't even have to. I'd have been done at the first time. Okay, so yeah, that... She wants to find out what love is. That makes sense. So that, I guess that opens, or that is why a Hanako route exists. I actually don't... Or do all of them have a route or something? I really don't know, to be honest. I just started playing the game. You know, not too much, like looking into who's got routes or whatnot. I just find out eventually, but I just assume. So, yeah.